Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We're going into 7.3.4 for the last path that I took, and it's over on this right side, and it's really focused towards using skill champions. It does have Mix Master, so if you have somebody that has True Strike, it helps out a ton. It's got this new node called Double Down. Whenever you fail an immunity, you get a critical precision, and then if you have a precision and you can basically parry because they're stun immune, you'll get a passive stun, get some big damage, and then it's got the shifting immunities. So I'm going to bring in my Moleman, 5-star Moleman for this fight. And you're going to see that I have these precisions up because I'm trying to bleed Void, and he is immune. And I'm getting those precisions, which is going to allow me to crit like crazy. And when I actually do parry, I will be able to get those passive stuns off. So yeah, Moleman works really well here. The damage seems maybe a little bit less when you're obviously not in bleed mode. But you can see like getting tons of crits off, tons of bleeds, and then he switches, and then I kind of build back up those precisions. And yeah, I don't have to worry too much about my 10-hit combo because Monster Mass will purify those debuffs that do get placed on me, so I'm not too concerned with that. I mean, you do take a little bit of health loss before it gets purified off, but Moleman is a beast for this Void, probably for most of the lane, but I'm going to show a couple different champs. I brought in several to try out. Killmonger does great, and I brought a synergy with him. Is it Winter Soldier or Black Panther? I can't remember which one gives him this True Strike on Intercept. Let me check that out really quick because I can't remember. Killmonger. Yeah, Black Panther lets him get the bleeds more than once. Intercepting with Black Panther gives him True Strike passive. And yeah, the Winter Soldier synergy gives Killmonger the True Strike on an intercept. So, you know, we've gotten hit a few times, not ideal. But the Monster Mass is doing its thing. We're doing a lot of hits into the block to consume that. We keep up our True Strike. Not the cleanest fight by any means, but you know, it's a very high-paced fight. And yeah, we pretty much keep True Strike up. We do lots of big damage when he shifts from poison to bleed. Got all those precisions up, doing some good damage, and we get the solo. Lose about half health, but no big deal there. We're going to move on to Venom the Duck, and I think on this one we use Killmonger. So if I intercept, I will get the True Strike passive. If I counter one of his specials immediately, I will get the True Strike as well. So at the beginning, I got to be a little bit more cautious of doing like medium light combos, because if I just do a medium like that, then he's gonna evade like he has twice. There, finally we get an intercept in. We got the True Strike passive. We can do full combos. He can't evade with the Mix Master. And yeah, we're just going to try to build up our indestructible charges from the L2 to kind of give us a little safety net. And that's actually going to come into play for this fight, because I think he ends up going pretty passive and doesn't throw his special, and I end up eating an L3, but I have the indestructible boost on. Or not indestructible boost, but the indestructible charges from the L2, and that's allows you to eat that, which is super nice. Plus, like when you parry and you block anything, if you have those up, 0 damage. Yeah, Killmonger. I actually really like Killmonger. I know a lot of people don't think he's like a very great champ and he's lacking in, you know, ability and whatnot, but he does have some really fun mechanics, and animations I think are really cool. I really like Killmonger, and you can see that I have now built up to over the 15 bleeds, and you can see that I'm building those up, and I can activate those when I get a special 3 off, but I want to make sure that the poison immunity is active, not the bleed immunity, so I can get max damage from that whenever I do throw the special 3. And you'll see coming up shortly, I will activate that and get a really big special 3 bleed, because I think I end up having all 50 applied. So we got mismatch, we're going, haven't got an intercept in, he hasn't thrown a special there. We throw a special, immediately counter, get that true strike passive. So again, mix master thrown out the window. And I think this is where I might get L3'd here pretty shortly. Throw off a special. No, so here we're at special 3. We got the 48 bleeds, and I make the mistake here. Do I throw that with bleed immunity up? Please tell me I didn't do that. Yes, I did do that. Huh. So it did double the bleeds. So that was dumb. I wasn't paying attention. I should have done it right now when the poison immunity comes up, and then I stun him, and he gets stunned for a crazy amount of time. So I'm like, okay, let's go. And I wasn't certain like how long this was gonna last, and so I do throw the special 2, so I have the indestructibles, and now I'm trying to race back up to special 3, but I think when I get there and when the stun ends, he's going to be bleed immune. I threw off another. I should have waited to get the special 3 off, because I have so many bleeds on. He would die instantly. So I didn't play this the way that I should have. But those indestructible charges let you eat the special 3, which is super nice. And we're trying to get an intercept there. We get the intercept, get the true strike back. And I'm trying to think. I need to look back at this note. I was trying to understand why that stun was so crazy long. Was it because I had so many precisions up? I'll have to check that out going in for this next fight. But here we're trying to get an intercept there. We get the intercept. Now he does have poison immunity up, and I'm gonna hit him with this, and he's just gonna instant die. Yeah, even before the L3 is up, but that would have been a ton of bleed damage. Let me look at that node really quick. Yeah, so the reason why I got such a big stun was because I did that L3 with the poison immunity, the bleed immunity up. I got 50 bleeds, and it gave me like 50 precision. So when I parried, I had 50 something precision. That's why it was so dang long. So entering interaction, I not intended. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, you can see like here, she's bleed immune, and I start critting. I start getting all of these bleeds on her, and the stun is crazy long. So yeah, just keep in mind that if you get a ton of bleeds off while the immunity is up, you can get a ton of precisions, and then those precisions will turn into a crazy stun duration. So just keep that in mind. I think it's a kind of a weird interaction. So this one I have 14 up. So if I parried her right now, it's 0.5 seconds per precision. So, 12 precisions, that's a 6-second stun. I had 50 something precision, so that's like a 25-second stun. Venom the Duck. So, but yeah, so we're just going to town right now, building up some bleeds. So we got 15, 6, 17 bleeds, 8 precisions. If I parried her, she would get a ton of damage. So here we're got the precisions going. We're bleeding her, building up those precisions. We should have parried her. Probably could have played this a lot different. I think I wasn't quite understanding the interaction, and I keep running into her heavy, or not her heavy, at the end of her special 2 animation, but I do have the indestructible charges up, which is a really nice safety net with Killmonger, and we do get the solo. Not super clean, but we get that down. And now we're going to move up to the second half of this lane. We got Loki, Torch, and somebody else. But Loki, we're going in with Killmonger again. I think we do end up getting some bleeds off for this one. We get the intercept off. We're getting a ton of those precisions. And there, so we had like 10 precisions. So the power gain, or not the power gain, the stun duration was pretty crazy. Probably could have pushed to L2, got my indestructibles, and pushed him to L3. But his L3 does have that curse, so it would do some damage. So I held off, waited for that. We're just trying to push this guy to his special 2, and then we're going to immediately counter, get the True Strike active, get some bleeds going, and just start having at it. So Killmonger, he's a lot of fun. Be really aggressive with him, can bypass the Mixmaster, can do a lot of bleed damage, can get off some pretty crazy stun duration on his L3 bleed if you throw it with a lot of bleed charges while the champ is bleed immune. But obviously you want to do the opposite. You want to throw it when he's poison immune so you get the bleed damage. But yeah, as you saw, I made the mistake, and yeah. And there, he stole all my precisions. Dang, missed that dex on the special one. Don't let him do that. Probably, I should be throwing the L3 a lot earlier. Just, I've been building up to, I don't know, just trying to max it out or whatnot. But I think anywhere between 20 and 30 is probably plenty to take these guys down. I do run max deep wounds, so the bleed duration is going to be pretty nice on 20 whatever so bleeds. Eat a heavy attack there, not ideal, but I think we're going to get to special 3 here now and light it off when he is not bleed immune. So he's bleed immune right now. I think we're waiting until that shifting immunity shifts to be poison, and then he's going to die. All right, there we go, and we stun him. We got a pretty good stun there because I had 12 precisions up, so it's going to be a 6-second stun, which is pretty long, and it's going to be, I think, long enough to kill him with all those bleeds. Luckily, probably could have L3'd me there. Got a little bit lucky, but yeah, worked out well. Killmonger smashing it, still pretty dang healthy. Now here's where I do a little change of pace. I'm going in with Human Torch. I specifically brought Human Torch for fighting Human Torch. I'm putting on my flame on, and Human Torch is like the ultimate cheese counter for Human Torch. Now, Human Torch is Incinerate immune, but if you apply it Nova Flame, he is not Nova Flame immune. So, with that said, I'm going to block a lot. I'm going to do a lot of shorter combos, do a lot of medium lights, trying to prevent the evades, and I'm going to be building up my smolder quite a bit. Temperature will be decently high, but because of Mixmaster, I'm not parrying a lot because it, unless I have a precision, doesn't work out so well. I'm blocking, and I ate that first special one, but I'm getting a ton of smolders now, and we're just doing a lot of medium light draft back intercepts. Went for a double light there, a heat a combo, but this fight is somewhat hard to lose, even though I'm playing pretty bad with the Mixmaster not being able to stun and stuff. But he just melts. So you can obviously play a lot better than that. I think I hit 12 times, but yeah, we nuked him down. It's a super quick, easy fight. And next up, we're gonna go in. Oh yeah, last one on this lane is Tigra. I think I go in with. Do I go in with Killmonger or do I go in with Moleman? Whoever I go in with, I know I die. I think I end up dying twice. I think with both Killmonger and Moleman, and then I finish off with Black Panther, I believe. And the one thing with Tigra, she's got some pretty sketchy animations. Well, not sketchy, but they just go across the field quite a bit. There we get our intercept off, and yeah, you can't you can't stun her without those precisions. Those precisions come from the bleeds, and I think she doesn't end up throwing her special 2, her special 1. And I think I end up pushing her to the special 2, trying to bait this out. I'm trying to think. No, I get cornered. Yeah, so now I'm cornered. Great, right? Throw off the special 2. I get some indestructibles on. But, alright, so I'm in the corner. I block some of that dex. And, yeah, she wrecked me. And those ruptures, yeah, I got wrecked again. So, not great. I wish she would have been throwing her special 1, but didn't throw it, get cornered. Special 2, it just keeps coming at you, and I don't often practice dexing that, especially in the corner. But yeah, we die, and I'm pretty certain I get a fairly similar result on this one as well. I'm trying to keep her over to her side now. She throws, great. Counter it. We got our true accuracy up, so we don't have to worry about Mixmaster. We're getting some decent bleed damage up, but then immunity shifts and all that damage falls off. Now we're building up a bunch of the precisions. And yeah, one thing, just how I did right there, one thing I like to do is I like to finish my combo with a medium and then go into a block. And that allows the special of Tigra to not be unblockable because you're so close. And then once you block that first hit, then you can easily dex back and get out of range. So now here she's being a little bit more passive, throws it, okay, counter it. We're getting our bleed damage up again. Again, block. If you're close, her special will not be unblockable. If you're far away, that's when it's unblockable. So if you stay nice and tight after your combo, you can block that first part and then back up. So it's going okay right now. Get an intercept there. Now she's back in the poison immunity, getting a lot of bleed damage. And you can see we got a decent stun off there because we had a bunch of precisions stored up. Now she switches back to poison. And now here she's kind of going passive again. I think this is where I eat a special 2 and die. Trying to push her back to the wall. Trying to get some space back. Hopefully trying to bait her special to be thrown. And it's just, I don't know, okay, there we go. And then she finally throws it. I wasn't ready for it. And I die again. Tiger got me twice. Yuck. And then I think I'm going to go back in with Black Panther and finish her off. Now Black Panther, because I have Killmonger, if I intercept, I get a True Strike passive, which allows me to get the True Strike to bypass the Mixmaster. And I got a whole bunch of precisions, got me a pretty long stun. and missed the mix master because my True Strike fell off. Here, I think we're going to try to bait again. And Black Panther, I don't use him a ton, but man, he just feels so dang smooth to play. And we finish off the little amount. So Black Panther, he would be very good to pair up with Killmonger for this path. Killmonger, Black Panther, and Winter Soldier and Moleman, they did a great job. So we get through the path, and I think we're gonna go over to Doctor Strange for our last run, and I swap out somebody. Who do I swap out? I swap out somebody for Red Guardian. I have Red Guardian as a 5-star, rank 4. Now, normally I try to bring in, higher ranked champs, but I just felt like I wanted to give Guardian a try. No, actually we go to Sorcerer Supreme because of the spite. Yeah, we go to Sorcerer Supreme. That's who we go to. And, trying something different. Spider-Man 2099, if I had him, at least I actually do have him, but if I had him ranked up, I would have loved to use him. But because of spite, I was like, Red Guardian, he can't gain buffs. Maybe I can work it out with him and get some intercepts and stuff on. So yeah, let me get to the footage where we start that. And actually, I thought it was going Sorcerer Supreme. We actually go Symbiote Supreme. So again, this is the champ that I took down with my torch last run. It's got Ebb and Flow Knockdown. It's got Steady Perseverance, where he throws a special attack and goes Stun Immune, and then Feats of Power, where he's going to get like a Fury and a Cruelty every time he gets a bar, 2 bars of power and stuff like that. And then he's immune to reducing his power rate. So I'm over here in the corner spamming heavies. I can't get buffs, so he can't nullify anything, which is really nice. So I won't take damage there, but this is where I messed up right there at the beginning. I dashed in like a hair too early, get tagged by the end of his special one, get a big bleed on me, and that takes out like half of my health. So I'm like, that was not a great way to start, but we're gonna see if we can't dig ourselves out of a hole. And once we get him over into the corner, we're just gonna be doing a lot of draft back intercepts. And then when the Fury from the knockdown node gets taken off, we're going to hit him with a special, knock him down, and just go to town on him. And if we can get him over into the corner where he's not stun immune, or we get a knockdown, we can get some heavies off. I think I could probably get a heavy, a stand-up heavy knockdown when he's in the corner. I think I end up doing that, and then you can just spam heavies while he's basically gaining very little power until he switches his modes. But yeah, Red Guardian can do this fight. But my Red Guardian's only rank 4, and I messed up. If you don't mess up, you can do it. But this is going to show that he can do pretty decent amount of damage. And I think here we hit him with a special 2. We get the knockdown, we get the protection off. Yeah, so here, that's where I did a stand-up heavy intercept. And then you can just spam heavies until he gets to his next mode, and then you got to back off. And then dex. I'm really comfortable with dexing Sorcerer Supremes. No, not Sorcerer Supremes. Symbiote Supremes, special 2. For whatever reason, Doctor Strange special 2, which is pretty, that's like almost the same thing. For whatever reason, not as good with that one. So, yeah, we're going. It's a slow fight by, the damage is not great. But we're slowly chipping him down, and I think I end up dying somewhere here, and we go back in. And I know I tap him over with Torch, but I think I throw Black Panther at him, I think, since he's full health. And so I'm just testing a few champs here. But I'm sure you guys will have higher ranked champs or I hope you will have higher rank champs to throw at this guy. But rank 4s, they can work. But I mean, 7.3, you know, I think most should have a fairly decent roster to pick from, or I would hope. Yeah, at least if you're exploring this. But yeah, Torch works, Thing works. I soloed both with Thing and Torch. Yeah, and we're just gonna go. So I'm gonna let this play out, see where I die. There's those Daxes again. We're gonna get the special 2 knockdown. But yeah, we'll play this out. And oh yeah, so there I tried for a stand-up heavy intercept on the wall, and I was too slow. So I think I come back in here with Black Panther. I get some damage off, but I know I end up dying, and I finish him off with Torch. So we'll let that play out. Alright, so we're doing a little heavy spam in the corner to finish him off. So we died twice, but we didn't use any items on the path. Hopefully it kind of gives you an idea of how those nodes work. You can get some really crazy stun interactions going on with them. But yeah, thanks for watching, fellas. Hope you enjoyed. Best of luck in your 7.3.4 completion and exploration runs, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.